Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. So today we're taking a look at this. It's the huge Indominus Rex bad boy from Hasbro. We are currently giving this guy away on our main channel homepage along with a load of other Jurassic World toys and merchandise. So if you haven't entered, check it out, link is down below, or you can just head on over to the channel homepage. So we are super excited to be taking a look at this guy today. He joins the ranks of the big dinosaur toy that comes out with every Jurassic Park movie. And this is the Indominus Rex, the hybrid dinosaur, or as I like to call him, Spinosaurus Mark II. So let's kick off by taking a closer look at the packaging. So up in the top left hand corner behind the Indominus Rex's head, we got the new Jurassic World logo, and then across the top we got that red and blue scaling we've seen on all their packaging. Here we've got the Tyrannosaurus Rex roaring proudly in the corner. Down here it says lights and sounds. You can see the Indominus Rex roaring there, and his back lights up, which is pretty cool if he wants to stop traffic. Down here it says you require 2 AA batteries, so don't leave the toy store unless you've got those AA batteries, otherwise he won't work. And over here it says pole arm, and we've got a lovely illustration of the Indominus Rex there. And after years of what I like to call the bent tail syndrome with Jurassic Park dinosaur toys, Hasbro in their infinite wisdom have finally found a way to fix it. They've simply removed the tail. And on the back we got a lovely illustration of the Indominus Rex glowing blue there. He's mastered the English language by saying the word roar exclamation mark. You can see we got a feature here, Mega Chomp feature, color morphing skin, which is the light up feature on the front, and then we got a rundown of the other products in this wave. So we got the Velociraptor blue, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and the Pteranodon versus Helicopter set. These two we have reviewed and links are in the description. The big Tyrannosaurus we've got coming up on the channel. Meet the biggest, baddest dinosaur of Jurassic World, the Spinosaurus, the Indominus Rex. So without further ado, let's get this guy out of the packaging. So here is the Indominus Rex out of the packaging. Oh wait a minute, that's right, I've got to put the tail on. So with the tail attached, I fear that Hasbro might have failed Dinosaur 101. This guy can't stand up. No! So there we have it, that's the standing pose. I'm not sure why Hasbro decided to make his head so big. It's the same thing they did with the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I really don't like it. In hand, the Indominus Rex is a huge toy, and it's quite weighty as well. As I said, it's front heavy, so unfortunately he doesn't stand in this predatory pose. But he's a really nice, formidable looking toy. Unfortunately, we do have the visible screw holes, which is a real shame. Now, in terms of his construction, the head is actually made from a really soft rubber. Even the jaws and the teeth, this is all a really, really soft rubber. It's softer than we've had on the previous realistic skin Jurassic Park dinosaurs, but it stops at the neck seam. So here, it moves into hard plastic, and the rest of the body is a harder plastic. On the back, there's sort of like a half rubber, half plastic, so that's the translucent part to let the electronics shine through. The arms are made from a half rubber because you can see if I bend the fingers, they are actually quite flexible, and the leg is made from a hard plastic. Now what we're all keen to see is the electronic features, and you can see there's some slots here on the belly where the sound emanates from. You'll need a cross Phillips head screwdriver to open up the belly of this Indominus Rex, and once you do, you can see I've already installed my AA batteries. Also on the back there's a light up effect, and as I pull the arms down, both of those are activated and the jaws open wide. So let's hear the first sound effect. Here we go. So it's a roar followed by a stomp. And on the back you can see the light up effect is in full effect. It goes from orange to red, and it stays on for a little bit after the roar. Hey, what did you stop for? It's a red light, sir. Well, I guess I can't argue with that. Things have been a lot more safer since they installed those Indominus Rex traffic lights. So let's hear the second sound effect. So we get that hissing sound effect followed by a roar, and then the last and final sound effect. So that sounds to me like an eating sound effect followed by a roar, and you can see the lights are still going on the back there. The jaws opening really wide is a cool feature, as this is what we see in the film. But let's take a closer look at the sculpt and the paint job. Starting off with the head, you can see we've got a really nice formidable looking sculpt there. You can see the Carnotaurus horns, which is one of the hybrid dinosaurs that it's made from. You can see there's some really nice airbrushing going on around the eye, and it's been really carefully painted. You can see that Hasbro has spent a lot of time making sure the paint scheme on this head is really perfect. Unfortunately, when you open the jaws, the sculpt inside is a little bit disappointing. The roof of the mouth has been sculpted, but the bottom half of the mouth kind of gloops together where the tongue is. So that's a little bit of a shame. Carrying on down the body, you can see we've got these lovely sort of feathery needle-like horns going all the way down the neck. As we move into the arms, really nice big muscular arms, lovely sculpted creases on the elbow there, really nice veins and all sorts of details flowing through here to the fingers, really nicely sculpted fingers and finger claws. You can see there the thumb, which makes me think maybe they put some human DNA in there. There's some nice little horns or little feathers hanging off the elbow there. You can see more of these feathers as we go along the back. Really nice, really nicely sculpted scales, different size scales. You've got broad scales here on the leg and tiny scales here on the chest. Really nice creasing going on. And I love all this armor plating on the leg. I really do like that part of the Indominus Rex's look. And I do love the feet claws. They look really formidable and are quite big. Fortunately, unlike the Thrasher T-Rex and Bull T-Rex, the undersides of the feet have not been sculpted. A little bit of a letdown there. And then as we move back up the leg to the tail, you can see there's some really nice sculpted scales going all the way along here. I seem to have got a little bit of a scuff mark here on the tail. Obviously through manufacturing, this one's been moved around a bit and got a little bit dirty. And then you can see there's some lovely creases running all the way along the tail, and there's a nice curve flick at the end there. It looks like Hasbro have attempted to make this tip rubber. You can see there's a seam line there, and this is indeed made from a different material, but it's not that much more rubbery. It's still really sharp and hard. As we move back down the tail, you can see there's lovely creases and folds going on here. Again, a really nice armor plated leg, musculature clearly shown on the lower leg there. Really bird-like predatory feet, really nice. And as we move across the chest, really nice fine scaling going on. Lovely creases going on in the arms. And nice creases all the way along the neck here. And then we get back into that oversized head sculpt. So just how big is this guy? Let's bring in the tape measure. And as you can see, I've got little Indominus Rex to help the big Indominus Rex stay upright. You can see that he measures about 20 inches long, which is about 51 centimeters. And in terms of his height, up to the top of his horns on his head, it's about 9 inches, which is about 23 centimeters. Nice comparison time. Here's the bad boy Indominus Rex next to his smaller counterpart who just helped him stay up. We have reviewed this one on the channel, link is in the description down below. Interesting to note that the smaller version doesn't really have the horns that the bigger version does. And also its head is more in proportion, so I think I actually prefer the smaller one. Next up, here's the bad boy Indominus Rex next to his Lego counterpart. And lastly, here's the big bad Indominus Rex next to our good friend Off-Color Alan, who doesn't realise he's about to be squashed because this guy is so front heavy. So there we have it, guys. That was today's review of the Indominus Rex bad boy figure from Hasbro. While this is a really cool looking big figure with a nice gimmick, I would recommend that you get this smaller Indominus Rex first. And if you're happy with him, stick with him because he's better proportioned, he's got just as nice a sculpt, and his gimmicks are a little bit more exciting. I think the fact that they consolidated all of the electronics into one big feature is a little bit of a disappointment. It's a shame we don't have stomping feet like we did on the Tyrannosaurus Rex. But that said, it's going to be the most popular toy tied in with the Jurassic World franchise, so you might be wanting to pick this guy up anyway. Let me know in the comments down below, will you be picking this big guy up? In the meantime, rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, Alan. There he goes, he's leaving the review table.